So we just talked about the concept of going concern, which says that once the business starts, it is expected to continue for a very long and uncertain period of time. Now we have to talk about the next concept, that is periodicity concept. Now what is this periodicity concept? पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट बेसिकली क्या कहता है कि आपका जो गोइंग कंसर्न पीरियड है, अगर आप इसमें कंटिन्यूअसली अकाउंटिंग करते जाओगे तो आपको कभी पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि आपको प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, नुकसान हो रहा है, आप क्या पोजीशन बना रहे हो, क्या असेट्स बना रहे हो, क्या लायबिलिटीज हो रही है, इन सब चीजों की जानकारी आपको मिलेगी ही नहीं. So if you want to have the clear cut understanding of where your business is going, for that purpose, you need to divide the going concern period into the small spans at the regular interval. Because when you divide this going concern period into the small spans, तो आप उस पर्टिकुलर पीरियड के लिए आपके बिजनेस का प्रॉफिट कैलकुलेट कर पाओगे. उस पीरियड में आपने कितने असेट्स बनाए, क्या लायबिलिटीज हुई, ये आप एनालाइज कर पाओगे. एंड देयरफॉर इट बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द बिजनेस टू फॉलो द पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट. इन फैक्ट many of the businesses follow the period of 12 months under the periodicity concept. In some countries it is followed as the calendar year. In our country, it is followed as the financial year that starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March of next year. अब क्या होता है कि मैं जब मेरी अकाउंटिंग एक पर्टिकुलर ईयर को रेस्ट्रिक्ट करता हूं कि मैं 1st अप्रैल से लेके 31st मार्च तक के जो ट्रांजैक्शन है वो उसी साल में क्लोज करके आगे बढ़ता हूं, तो इससे क्या होता है कि मैं एक साल का रिजल्ट दूसरे साल के रिजल्ट के साथ कंपेयर कर पाऊंगा. क्यों कंपेयर कर पाऊंगा? क्योंकि दोनों पीरियड सेम इंटरवल के हैं या नहीं. एंड दैट्स व्हाई पीपल फॉलो द पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट बाय व्हिच वे दे विल बी एबल टू डू द कंपैरिजन ऑफ देयर फाइनेंशियल रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम वन ईयर टू अनदर. Am I right with you all? Now you write down the periodicity concept. पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट, इन सब चीजों को मैं डेमोन्स्ट्रेट भी करने वाला हूं. पहले आप कंसेप्ट्स लिख लो, क्योंकि आपने एक बार पढ़ लिया, अब उसका मीनिंग समझ लिया, फिर इसका डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन और उसके बाद में उसका एप्लीकेशन, ये सारी चीजें हम फ्लो में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. सो राइट डाउन नाउ द पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट. द पीरियोडिसिटी कंसेप्ट implies the periodicity concept implies that going concern period of a business, that going concern period of a business should be divided into the small spans oblique periods at the regular intervals. At the regular intervals. अरे जयश्री भी आ गई. हाय जयश्री, बहुत मिस कर रहे थे तुमको हम. यस, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट राइट डाउन. When the going concern period is divided into the small periods, we are able to calculate we are able to calculate the profit or loss for the period. आ गया सारंग भी आ गया. The profit or loss for the period and also the financial position of the business. And also the financial position of the business. Next point. When periodicity concept is followed, when periodicity concept is followed, one is able to compare the financial results of the business, from one period to another. From one period to another. Am I right? And now comes the very important, the most used concept of accounting. We call this concept as the matching concept or matching principle. Now, what is this matching concept or matching principle? It simply says that you should match, I repeat, you should match the expense for the period with the income of the same period. मतलब ये कि इस साल की इनकम कमाने के लिए जो कुछ भी आपने खर्च किए होंगे वो इसी साल में अकाउंट फॉर होने चाहिए. इसका मतलब ये हुआ, whether you have paid those expenses or not, that doesn't make any difference. You should recognize, you should record all such expenses which are related to the current accounting period or which are incurred for earning the income of current accounting period. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अगर आपने कुछ एक्सपेंसेस एडवांस में दे रखे हैं जिसका बेनिफिट आपको इस साल में नहीं मिला है, दैट बेनिफिट यू आर गोइंग टू रिसीव इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर, इन द सब्सिक्वेंट ईयर, you treat that as prepaid expense. You do not treat that as the expense of current year. This is what matching principle says. उसी तरह से if you have incurred certain expenses, अगर आपने कोई खर्च कर लिया है चाहे आपने उसको पे ना किया हो, still you should be doing the accounting of that in the current financial year itself. Why? Because you have already got the benefit against that. The same rule applies to the income as well. If you have received certain amount of income in advance, we have written it pre-received income. You cannot treat that as the income of current year if you have not yet provided the services against that. और अगर उस income से related जो आपकी इस साल में हुई ही नहीं है, उसके लिए अगर आपने कोई खर्च किया है, that cannot be considered as the current year expense, that will be carried to the next period. आपने जब असेट खरीदी थी तो क्योंकि आप गोइंग कंसर्न कंसेप्ट फॉलो कर रहे थे इसलिए उसको आपने कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर ट्रीट किया था और इस वजह से आपने उसे फिक्स्ड एसेट करके दिखा दिया. But because you are using the asset and providing the services, producing the goods out of that asset, तो उस asset का कुछ हिस्सा तो आपका इस साल का खर्च बनता है. And that's why you do the accounting of depreciation following what? Matching principle. If you are distributing certain goods as free sample, you are doing the advertisement of the business for the current year. So you should be treating that as the expense of current year. So these are the various implications. ये जितने भी concepts हमने लिखे थे, इन सब concepts का ultimate linking कहां से होता है? The matching concept. So I'll just summarize it. Matching concept says what? You should match the expense for the period with the income of the same period. Am I right? Now you write matching concept. Matching concept. It implies that the business should account for and match. The business should account for and match all the expenses which are incurred for all the expenses which are incurred for, मतलब वो दही के लिए खर्च किया वो वाला नहीं है, incurred, हाँ वो अलग होता है. Earning the revenue or income of current year or even such expenses should be matched, or even such expenses should be matched, क्योंकि झूठ में तो हम कोई खर्च कर नहीं सकते ना, that's why such expenses should be matched, which are related to the current accounting year. The current accounting year. Next point, write down. Applying this concept, we do the accounting for outstanding and prepaid expenses, the incomes pre-received, or even the accounting of depreciation, is done applying the matching principle. is done applying the matching principle. Friends, what I have tried doing is, according to me, this is a premature topic that I'm talking about. But I wanted this to come ahead first, because what happens is when you start understanding these core concepts of accounting, later on you don't face anything, yaar ye kya aa raha hai, ye achanak kyun adjustments ho rahe hain. That all will become more simpler for you. Now, how do these accounting entries are done? What is the rule for accounting? That all will be discussing in tomorrow's session. So as I said, we'll be doing the demonstration and the accounting of that in tomorrow's lecture. ये जितने भी कंसेप्ट हमने डिस्कस किए हैं, ये सारे के सारे कंसेप्ट्स मैं डिस्कस करने वाला हूं with the demonstration and accounting aspect. Will the expense incurred for supply of goods as pre-samples be recorded when we make the sales? Yes, of course, will be required to do it, because हम इस साल का रेवेन्यू जनरेट करने के लिए ही तो फ्री में सैंपल बांट रहे हैं ना, इसीलिए दैट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज एक्सपेंस ऑफ द ईयर इन व्हिच द गुड्स आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एज फ्री सैंपल. Am I right, Aditya? All right. So tomorrow morning we are going to meet at what time? At 6:15, our regular time. All right. मिलेंगे ना कल सुबह? I'll share the time in the group so that everyone will be aware about it. Aditya, I said, as the goods are being distributed as free sample for generating the revenue of the current year, so it will be treated as expense of current year only. All right. So tomorrow morning at 6:15. Thank you for today.